All right, GWB. So I've just got in from the clinics. I don't plan on editing this video, but I really wanted to kind of just speak to you guys, as we're going into this month of December. I remember when I first started my YouTube video May last year, a lot of the positions that I bought during March and April were already up. And, the market at the time was in the phase of, it was in the recovery phase, essentially. So everything you could have bought was just going up, so it was very easy to make videos, just pick a stock. I remember I picked Foot Locker, I picked Gap, I picked Square, I picked so many different companies, and didn't really require much really to outperform the market and crush it. Hence why you had loads of YouTubers, just coming online. They don't really know much about stocks, talk about any stock and it's going up to the moon, right? To the moon. All you needed was diamond hands and you're going to the moon. So that's what it was like last year, okay? And a lot of people, when they came in a bit late, maybe towards the end of the year, even at the start of this year in January, one of the popular comments I received was, I wish I could go back to March 2020 and, buy those cheap prices. I wish I could go back to April 2020, or I could go back to, the market crash in 2008, 2009, or go back to the dot-com bubble. We always look back, right, at the past and wish that we could go back and buy at those bargain basement prices, but obviously that's all with the benefit of hindsight. Well, now we're in one of those moments, in my opinion. We're in one of those moments where rationality has escaped the market, which is heavily discounting companies to a ridiculous level, okay? And we're seeing companies now, quality businesses, by the way, they're down 50, 60% within a matter of weeks, despite business performance strengthening, okay? Despite the financials strengthening, these companies are getting absolutely destroyed, okay? I don't know how long this is going to last, and truthfully, nobody knows, okay? Kathy Wood said she believed by the end of this year we'll see deflationary measures, and she was expecting deflation. Jerome Powell, the guy who sets the interest rates, was telling us that inflation would be transitory. Well, it's not. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're now towards the end of the year, we're in the final month of the year, and inflation is raging on higher. So if the head, or let's say, okay, so if the Federal Reserve chair has no idea what's going on or where we're going to be in the next 6 months' time, then how the hell am I going to know? And how the hell are you going to know? Or how the hell is Kathy Wood going to know? No one's going to know, all right? And there's always something to worry about, as Peter Lynch always says. So the reality is, we don't know how long this is going to last. But what we do know and what we do understand is being able to identify quality businesses, and that's how and that's where the Discord helps. I've been able to share, and other Discord members have been able to share, and we are starting to see valuations get detached from reality. So whereby just, you've seen videos of Jeff Bezos say the stock's not the company and the company's not the stock, where Amazon was tanking, the stock was tanking, but the company was getting better. We all look back to Amazon in 2001 and wish we bought Amazon, but in reality, if you bought Amazon, remember it dropped from 113 down to 6. If you bought Amazon anytime between that period and you watched it go down for 2 years, right? You probably would have sold out or got angry or got frustrated. But now, obviously, we look back now from 2021 and we're like, wow, Amazon was worth $113 at a point in time. This is what it is, okay? So this is what hindsight looks like. So much easy looking back. Whereas when you're in the trenches, when you're in the middle of it, like what we are right now, we're in the middle of crazy, insane prices. And I can guarantee you, right, a couple of years from now, we're going to look back and wish that, we took action. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what being in a crash feels like, okay? This is what it felt like last year when I was going through the crash. And one of the ways I was able to deal with it was, I picked up great companies that I felt would weather the storm. And I wasn't looking at the charts all the time. So I would buy like whatever I had in my bank account at the time. I would just buy the stocks and just forget about it. Do you see what I'm saying? And at that time as well, my business was in trouble. So I was focused a lot more on trying to keep my own personal businesses alive. I wasn't really looking at the day-to-day activity of the market because, I didn't have the time to, frankly. Now obviously my businesses are much better and stuff, and I have a lot more cash coming in. I can deploy a lot more, which is why I'm kind of phasing my cash positions into the market. Whereas last year I just dumped as much as I could into the market when the market crashed, like mid-March or towards the end of March, and I just left it. And I revisited my portfolio about a month later. Positions were still kind of in the red, and I had made a bit of money in that month, and I put more money back in, and just left it. And then eventually from May, June, when I started the YouTube channel, then I started keeping up to date with all of the activities of the market. And but the reality is, if you really can't stomach this, or if you're struggling, or if you have no money left to invest, the best thing is to invest in quality businesses that have great long-term prospects, and then just put the money that you can afford now and just let the market do what it needs to do. There's nothing you or I can do to change the course of or to change the sentiment of the market. Zero. There's nothing we can do. So if you're feeling pain watching this and you have no intention of buying anymore, put yourself out of this misery. Like, don't watch it. It really is that simple. Don't watch it if you can't stomach it. For me, the reason why I'm watching it is because, one, I like the bloodshed. Two, I have the time. I'm at the clinics and I just keep an eye on the market. Three, I have the Discord, which is also very fun and also educational. And four, I need to buy more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've only got 17% cash. Like, I'm still working. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Emmanuel, you've got businesses. Why do you still work? It's an additional stream of income. Like, I've got multiple streams of income coming in that's helping me to fuel my portfolio. Like this, where you have a company like OPENDOOR. So the company right now are going to make 7.5 billion, right? Full year 2021. And it's currently worth 8 billion. Like that doesn't make sense. Like, if I came to you and offered you my business, let's say my business made 500 grand, and you wanted to buy my business, you wouldn't ask me for 500 or maybe 600 grand to buy my business when I made 500 grand that year. Doesn't make sense, right? But this is what the market is doing right now. Why? Because of fear. Okay, you look at HIMS as well. Again, 1.2 billion. These valuations are getting absolutely insane. Square is now dropped below $200. I never thought I would see Square this low again, but now Square is at 52-week lows. You see, Big Commerce, stupid prices, absolutely stupid prices, but they're gifts. Okay, it's a company whereby I look forward the next 5 years. If I hold on to this position, these prices will look like an absolute steal. And a lot of, Celsius, I mean, you guys know me about Celsius, insane. The expansion these guys are going through right now is insane. And for us to be blessed to see the stock go from $108 or $110, and we're back down to $62, absolute bargain basement. I think this is another company where I believe in a couple of years' time, we're going to look back and say, wow, glad I took advantage of these prices. But once you're in it, it does feel a bit painful. But at the same time, if you are genuinely in this for the long term, this is golden. This is a golden opportunity. This is your March 2020 opportunity right now, right? If you missed it, this is your opportunity right now. So I just wanted to quickly just record this because I've seen some comments in the Discord. Some of you are, for some reason putting yourself through the agony, but I tell you this, a couple of years from now, we're going to look back and be thankful that we took action, right? Again, don't ask me how long. It could last. It could end by the end of this month. In January, we have a great January going into 2022, or the same thing can continue in 2022. And the prices continuously get more discounted, get stupid and stupider. It's possible. Why? Because fear. When fear is introduced, fear is pretty much false evidence appearing real. Anything can happen when people are fearful. People get really stupid, and we just take advantage of that stupidity. So yeah, I want to quickly just record this video. Hope you find this video useful. Have a great month, guys. Peace.